Good morning and hello to our thriving community of small business owners. I'm Brenna and welcome to HR with Brenna. This is a video series where I work with our small business owners unraveling some of the complexities of HR so that you can focus on building the business of your dreams without all of the headaches. So today we are going to talk about payroll and the small business. Let's jump right in with some of your questions. So one question we get a lot is there a free payroll service? So the short answer is maybe. There are some services out there that you might be able to use a software platform and they might not charge you for it. You're probably going to see a couple things like ads, other things that are going to pop up that you might not necessarily want. I would encourage you though to make sure that if you want to go this route, you really pay attention to what is included and what's not included. You're going to get what you pay for. So make sure that you look into things like tax filings, remittances. Typically, even if it's a free platform, they are not going to do that for you for free. And in my opinion, that is the most complex, the biggest headache element of payroll. So make sure you know what's included and what's not included. One other question we get quite often is what is the cheapest payroll solution? There are quite a few cost-effective solutions that work really well for small businesses out there. Now, one of the platforms that we regularly recommend for our small clients is Gusto. Gusto works really well if you have a simple payroll. If you are primarily in one state, it does get a little more expensive once you are in multiple states. If you don't need a lot of complex integrations or complex reporting, it can be a really solid system. Now, another one that we run into and will recommend quite frequently is Rippling. Rippling has really strong integration. So if strong user experience, you want to be able to really automate your onboarding workflows, Rippling is a great system to implement there. Now, both of these systems, my favorite feature is that they are full service payroll. Full service payroll means that they are going to handle all of your tax filings and remittances for you. They're also going to help you resolve tax notices. That's something regardless of the system you go with. As a small business owner, make sure that you are picking a full service platform. So a lot of small business owners ask, why should I work with a payroll company? Why do I need a platform? I think the first thing to do is sort of talk about the difference between a payroll provider and a payroll platform. So there are a lot of payroll companies that you could choose to work with who they will have their own proprietary systems or a white labeled version of another system. They are going to own your data for the most part. They're going to process your payroll for you. You're going to just send them a spreadsheet and they're going to take care of it. Now, the positives of that situation is there's not a lot of work that you have to do. You just have to get them their information and they're going to take care of your payroll. Some of the negatives of that is that you don't have a lot of say in what your system is. You don't have a lot of say in the reporting, the integrations. You don't have really any say in what your employees' user experience looks like. You don't get to control that. You also don't get to take advantage of some of the other efficiencies that can be provided by having those integrations built in with your payroll system. Now, on the other side of that, a payroll platform, that is the actual software that you're going to utilize. So there's a huge variety of systems that are out there that you can choose from very simple to extremely complex, right? And then there are some like ADP that have simple versions and complex versions of their own software. So there's probably a lot of things that you've heard of. So being able to choose that right one can be a little bit complicated. So what we do at Milestone is we're sort of, I think, in my opinion, the best combination of those two things. We're going to work with our clients. We help them find the payroll platform that is the best fit for them. We understand all small businesses are different. They're all nuanced. They have their own needs, and business owners have their own priorities and what they want to see and what's important to them. So we're going to help you find that right solution. Then we can either train you and let you run your own system, or if you don't even want to touch it, we can take over that processing and that administration for you. But in either case, it's your system that is built, customized, and specified for your needs. So another question that comes up a lot is related to self-employed payroll, how to handle that situation correctly. And honestly, I would always recommend talking to a tax professional. There are a lot of different ways that this can be handled, and a lot of it will depend on what your business entity structure is, what you've decided there, and that's going to impact how you can pay yourself. So again, talk to a tax professional, see what guidance they have, what they suggest, and then talk to somebody to help you get it set up. What is the easiest way to do payroll for a small business owner? I would say the easiest way to do payroll is to not do payroll. Find somebody who can help you, who can do this for you. As a business owner, you have a lot of things that are on your plate. You have a lot of things that you are passionate about. and I am guessing that payroll isn't one of them. But it is a critical function. You do need to pay your employees, you need to pay yourself. So finding somebody you can partner with who can help you to make sure that happens smoothly is one of the best things you can do for you and for your team. That's our last question for today. So thank you for listening. We work with small business owners every day who are struggling with complexities of their HR and payroll. Maybe your payroll person just quit. Maybe you are a business owner who's been handling this on your own since day one. Whatever your payroll environment, we would love to take the opportunity to get to know you and see if there's a way that we could assist. You can leave a comment below, you can send a DM. Either way, we'd love to schedule a free consultation and see how we could help. Thank you. Have a great day.